All right. So I guess we're live now. Okay, so whoever has joined, let me know if you can hear me properly, you can see me properly, and there's no problem with the connections. And then we shall get started with today's session for the eighth episode of SEO Live Show. Please let me know if you can hear me properly, see me properly, and that there's no problem with the connection. Okay, probably will wait for more people to join and shall get started. Amit says, yes, bro, I can hear you properly and connection is fine. Awesome. Okay, so we'll maybe wait for another 1 or 2 minutes and we shall get started with today's live show. And by the way, welcome to SEO live show, in which it is divided into two parts. That is the first part. I'm gonna go through what's new in SEO from last week up until today, and then the second part would be the Ask Me Anything session plus a quick site audit, in which I'll go through your SEO questions and also perform a quick 30,000 foot view site audit for you, so you can submit your site in the chat or your competitors and whatever websites you want me to have a look on, and I'll take a quick look at it. Okay, so maybe we'll wait for a little bit more people to join, and then we shall get started with the SEO news. By the way, Amit, if you already have your questions, you may feel free to let me know in the chat and I'll come back and answer them in the Q&A section right after I report the news. Okay, I guess no, we'll just get started and probably more people will join. Okay, so first off, we start with the what's new in, in SEO, and this is where I get all my news from. That is SEOroundtable.com, a blog runs by a guy called Barry Schwartz, which has been in the SEO game forever, and he's been reporting consistently for I don't know maybe 10 plus years now on this site, and this is the best place for you to find the most reliable SEO news. Make sure to check it out. First off, we'll start with this big headline, that is Google Page Experience Update is not launching in May. So as you know, the Core Web Vitals are coming to be a part of the ranking algorithms by May this year. However, I think a couple of days back, Google reported on their official Twitter account mentioning that the page experience would be pushed back to June. And besides, along with that, they have already included the page experience report in the Google Search Console. So if you go and check your Google Search Console now, you will see a new tab displayed there. And this is how it looks like. So it is right on the left hand side of your section. You'll find a tab called Page Experience. There you can see all the URLs that are good for Core Web Vitals, or which URLs need improvements, right? So this may be a good news for maybe many of you who are still struggling to kind of fix your Core Web Vitals. So make sure you fix them by June. All right, So the first news for today. Next news. This is also a rather a interesting news. So it is a news. So Daily Mail, right? One of the biggest news website in the U.S. I think has allegedly filed Google for the ranking drops. Due to they're not kind of selling kind of not buying ads, and they seem to report Google that the reason that why they're kind of suffering from ranking drop is because they have stopped their ads, right? And it has been quite a really quite a headline actually, because Daily Mail is a big news publishers. However, they're after they reported this, many of the SEOs on Twitter have come out and kind of give their feedback on this, saying that that the Daily News should actually understand more how search works, and that Google Ads and search organic search are two different algorithms, and they kind of don't uh, have any connections. So this is Lily Ray, who says that, let me get this straight, the Daily Mail is claiming that Google suppresses their organic results because the algorithm prioritizes publishers with larger ad budgets. So she says, they did zero research about how search work before filing the lawsuit. And also this guy says that, he had a look at their website, and he said that it is basically their own fault, that they're kind of not following any best SEO practices, and therefore they suffer a big drops in their rankings. So in the report here, it says that Daily Mail have been suffering from the algorithmic penalty since June 2019. So they have been consistently losing traffic, and therefore they're now filing Google. So it's probably their own fault. We don't know. Next up here is also another kind of small confirmation by John Mueller, which someone asked on Twitter, saying that does it make sense, like, or will it help his ranking by if he built links faster than his competitors? So speed link building, or if you build link faster than your competitors, would that eventually help you rank faster or better than them? John Mueller says, he says we don't count link like that, and he also gave a warning that if you kind of say that you're building links, then it is basically considered as unnatural and against their guidelines, which is obviously true, right? Like if you go on Twitter and you mention that, and you ask John Mueller straightly and says, if you build links fast or quicker than your competitors, would that kind of help you outrank them faster? Well, obviously, if you say it like that, it is definitely against the guidelines, right? So make sure you think first before you ask John Miller like that. And of course, building links faster than your competitors doesn't guarantee that it will help you increase your ranking faster. Okay, and this also small news that Google claimed that they have already fixed the software for bug on Search Console. So I think about last week, some of the people have reported seeing false positive or false for errors in their Search Console, and Google came out and kind of said that it was a bug, and now they say that is officially fixed, which I'm not sure if it is fixed or not. I didn't see that. And what else do we have here? So let's look at some of the past news in the last week or so. So let me go through here one by one. Okay, so this is also another good one. And so here, someone asked John Mueller in the Hangout, I think, in the Twitter, in their the Google search Hangout, that if changing the design of the site but leaving the content URLs the same, would this possibly lead to ranking changes? John Mueller explained, and quote, if you change design, you generally change the content, headings, titles, images, internal linking, URL structures, accessibility, speed, etc. and he said they're all critical parts of a site, and I consider them as a content too. So make sure you do a proper planning, proper procedures before actually changing your site and everything, right? So even some minor changes such as heading structure or internal linking structure can definitely impact your rankings either in a good or bad way. And what else that are interesting? Okay, so this is a little bit about Google Ads, which I might not get into because it's not that important. Apart from that, I don't think there's anything important that you need to know. Though the remainings are pretty much small news. So yep, I think that's all for the news sections, and that are things that are important. And I'll go back to the chat now. Oops. Skillup says, "Hey man, how are you? I'm good, Skillup. How are you, my friend? Just finished reporting the news, the SEO news. So uh, some of them are quite interesting actually. So all right, so now we're in the live Ask Me Anything section plus Q&A, plus quick side audit. So make sure to ask me any questions you have with regards to SEO, and also if you have any site that you'd like me to have a look, feel free to drop it in the comment section. Alam Abbas says, "Hey bro, hi Alam. I think your message is being rendered as loading or something. I'm not sure, which is weird because that doesn't happen. Never happened. I've never seen that." Skillep says, "I made all the changes we discussed in the last SEO live show. Let's see how it goes. By the way, how long have to wait to regain lost traffic?" Uh, I don't know how long it will take. It could take weeks. It could take months. We have to wait until the next refresh of the algorithms. So I don't know about that. Usually it should take about 2 weeks, I think. I'm not sure. You can give it like a month, I think. Maybe I think a month is a good time frame. And considering that the algorithm was just released, so maybe it might be faster because they're constantly kind of tweaking them in real time. I think, I'm not sure. So maybe they might make some tweak early on, and you might see some changes early as well. So let's see how it goes. Do you have any questions? You can let me know in the chat. And if any one of you also have your questions. For those of you who have just joined, I've just finished the what's new in SEO this week. So if you missed it, make sure you kind of check out the replay of the live show. We had lots. We had quite a number of good, interesting news that you might missed. So feel free to check the replay, or if you want, I can kind of go through. I can kind of repeat it again quickly for you as well if you're interested in SEO news. SkillUp says, which hosting do you use? I use Hostinger. It's a pretty affordable one. I'm sure you must have come across this one. It's pretty affordable, and they have a very good service. Their support team is very responsive, and they are very very helpful actually. I've been using them for my own sites and for my clients as well. So far, I think I have like all of my website hosted with them as well. So this is my this is what I use, but it's definitely not the best for sure. But yeah, it's quite good. Norris asked, how integral are YouTube videos in a website to SEO? Do you think it's still possible to rank without videos against websites that do have videos? Yes, of course. Definitely you can rank your website without videos. And actually, I wouldn't recommend you put the video anyway, because that, number one, it can slow down your page. Number two, uh, I've never seen any ranking benefit from them, so you can totally ignore it. But if it helps with your selling, with your, with the CRO aspect, the conversion aspect, then definitely you can add them. But I wouldn't add more than one actually, because it would make the page too heavy, and there's actually no ranking benefit at all from what I've seen. So you can definitely rank without it, and you can have it. Doesn't matter. I mean, people say, if you have it, it will help, with the time on site, it will help make it more engaging and stuff like that. But I doubt so, because from what I've seen, even if you have it, people are still gonna ignore it anyway. Not sure. I mean, you have to kind of do the A/B testing with that to see how well your video perform. If it doesn't perform well in the conversion, just remove it. It doesn't have any benefit anyway. It's hard to know. Norris says it's hard to know what's correct with so many collecting conflicting reports. Yeah. What you might do here is, you can kind of create like a YouTube videos and make it unlisted and post it on your website. Then you can, check your YouTube stats of how many people have actually watched that videos, right? Because it's unlisted, so only people who only visit your site will watch, right? So you will know how many watches you have, and you can compare that with the visitors you have on that page and see what's the percentage there. So you'll be able to keep track of how many views. That's a great idea. Thanks. You're welcome, Norris. Actually, I discovered this method by accident because I actually had a video on my page and it was unlisted. And then suddenly I noticed that, oh, okay, the stats kept on, increasing day by day, after people have watched. Then, okay, I realized, yeah, we can use it. So Alam and Amit, do you have any questions? You can ask me in the chat. Today seems like more people have joined than usual. The average number of people who join here is about 3 to 4, I guess. So today we have five. Obviously, five. We only have it on certain days. Uh, so it's a good number actually. Amit says hi. Hi, Amit. I'll probably go through some of the SEO questions on Facebook as well to see what are the good ones. Oh yeah, and Norris, maybe you missed the SEO news. Just so you know, the Google Core Web Vitals is gonna be pushed back to June. So it's not gonna release on in May, but now it's gonna be in June. So you have more time to tweak your page for that. I mean, even if they say they're gonna push back to June, still they could be start testing it in the field right now. Who knows, right? Because they already released the page experience report in Search Console. So you can definitely, see the search, how well you perform in the field in the Search Console there. So you can see it now. It is on the left hand side. Skillef says, let's do a quick news repeat. Sure, Skillef. So some of the interesting news that we had from the past week up until today is number one, Daily Mail is now suing Google for claiming that once they have stop using Google Ads, their ranking dropped. Right. So and it's a is it's a and many SEO many SEO said that it was a ridiculous claim because their website is completely useless and they don't even follow as best SEO practices. So that's why they had a drop there. And yeah, so and this is the first news. Second news, Google page experience now pushed back to June instead of May, so you have more time to tweak your page. Third news that we had was Google John Miller says that building links faster than your competitors will not help you rank faster or outrank them. Besides, it can also lead to trouble because you'll be start building links unnaturally and therefore you'll get caught there. And then next news we had that John Miller says that even though if you change your design without changing the URLs and the structure of the page, still you have to make sure that everything remains the same, even the slightest details, because things such as changing in the heading structures, the internal linking structure, speed, etc., can lead can have a direct impact on your rankings. And what else do we have? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are some of the important ones. And let me see if I missed any. Okay. Okay. Yep, that's it. Those are some of the interesting ones. Amit asked, my wife and me are planning to start business and we are looking to write blogs on fashion wear for women and generate clients for designing clothes. Okay, so what do you want to know, my friend Amit? Do you have any questions regarding your website? Amit says, please analyze the site. Okay, so you're actually that guy, right? The from the Discord. What's the name of the site? And maybe can have a quick look. You type in. You just type in the name of the site. You don't have to type the .com or stuff like that because it will get filtered in the chat here. Type just the name. Don't type .com. Let me know in the chat the name of the site. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so what should I analyze? There's nothing here about me. Okay, you have about section fashion consultant. Uh, I don't seem to find anything yet. Is the site finished or what? Or what do you want me to look at specifically? I mean, there's nothing for me to look at. So what shall I have? What do you want me to look at specifically? Like, is there anything you want? Let me know what specific things you would like me to have a look at is, because right now I don't see anything on the website, so I don't think I can analyze it. You said you have optimized it for local SEO. Okay, what have you optimized? I don't see. I mean, you don't have any content. Then what have you optimized? Uh, like when you want to optimize means you're optimize your content on the page, right? But what what do you want to optimize? What have you optimized? I'm not sure. Have you done anything? What is that? Okay. You seem to have many pages, but you don't have any content. What? It doesn't seem to have you're not, the site doesn't seem to be completed yet, but I'm not sure. Oh, so you both are from Jaipur. That's good. Amit says, I'm new here and will write blogs now. Okay. The thing here is, you don't seem to have any clear idea of or direction where to go for your site. Like, you wanted to make it as a service and also a blog. Like, first you have to make sure what you want to offer, and then you go for it. Like, okay, you can write a blog, that's okay for your website, but if your goal is not to make money off the blog, which is obviously it seems like, because you're not doing any affiliate marketing, so you're not generating any income from your content through blogs, then just focus on your service, right? You don't have to even write a blog. Blog can definitely help you generate more traffic, excuse me. uh, but you have to optimize all of your service page for the keyword you want to rank for. So you have to do the keyword research, find all the keywords that you want to rank for. You want to drive traffic to your site to make money off. You want to start writing content for those keywords, and then you want to start building links to help increase your rankings, and you have to do all other things to help improve your rankings. Blogs can help increase more traffic because you're gonna target more keywords, right? So you're gonna have more content that's gonna target certain keywords, and that will help you attract more traffic to those keywords. But at the end of the day, if you want to sell your service as the main thing, as a main goal, then you have to optimize your service page for those keywords, for the keyword you want to rank for, right? So, uh, my suggestion here is, I you have to kind of, my suggestion here is to start watching the my suggestion here is to you for you to start the to kind of have to kind of go through some of the SEO basic courses to understand, like how to do keyword research, how to write optimized content, at least at the basic, at a fundamental level, and also understand what improves your rankings, what are the things that search engines are looking for. So basically the basics of SEO. And then after that, you will understand more of, okay, what you should do, what direction you should put your site on, etc., etc. Amit says, can I do blogging plus service both definitely you can, I mean, just as I mentioned, you can definitely do blogging plus service. But again, your focus should be on the service, right? Not blog. Because unless you want to make money off your blog, like unless you want to sell something off your blog, then from your blog, then definitely you you can focus on blogging as well. So which one do you have focus on, like service or blog? Which one do you want to make money, service or from blogs? And then you go at one direction first and then come back to do other stuff, like prioritize the things, right? Can you take me live? Take what live? Maybe Skillef, you both are from the same place. Maybe you can help guide him a little bit. Maybe introduce him to some of the good SEO beginners videos, and he can understand more. I'm not sure if he understood what I said, but I think that was the best explanation I could explain. But Amit says from service. Okay, so yes, you want to make money from your service. So therefore, you have to start creating content for your service. Make a list of all the service you offer, uh, right? And then start doing the research for the keyword you want to rank. That will bring you the traffic for those keyword, right? For those service keywords. Do you know what is keyword research? First of all, like keyword research is basically like a process of finding keywords that are relevant for your business, for your website, and therefore will help you kind of attract more visitors to your site by optimizing for your content for those keywords, right? So you have to first now start finding keywords for your service pages. Once you found your keyword, you start writing the content for those service pages. Once you've finished writing the content for them, then you have to start building backlinks for those, right? And then do other stuff, or you can start writing blog as well. It's up to you. Amit says, yes, I know keyword research and use them in my about us page and service page. First of all, you don't need to do keyword research for your about us page, because about us page is only about you. You don't want to rank it for anything, right? You don't want people to find you through about us. Okay, so you only have to do for your service page, not about page. Oh, sorry. And you said you did it for your service page. I didn't say anything. If you only meant that those, I think 100 words are enough, then you're wrong. You have to write up to certain extent, right? The best thing is to, what you can do here is you can do a search for your service, and you can check your competitors or the people who are ranking on the top page, on the first page, and see how many they write on their page, what they write, and then you understand what you should write. You have to take a look at your competitors, at the people who are ranking for your keywords, who are doing well for your keywords actually, and then you kind of mimic them, kind of write in the same way as they wrote, and all sort of that. So it's better to look at what people in your space, what people who are ranking for your keywords doing. So let's say, for example, can you give me any example keyword that you want? I maybe can do a quick demo for you real quick. Is there any keyword that you want to rank for on your mind? So I'll change the India. Okay. You don't have to opt. So Amit says, I have seen a Nerd's World video, and where you optimize the website for every page. No, you don't have to optimize a website for every page. You leave the about us page, you leave the contact us page, even the home page. If you don't want to rank for anything for your home page, you only optimize for the page you want to rank for. You only optimize for the page you want to bring in traffic. So presumably those are your service page. Okay, So your keyword here is fashion designer in Jaipur. All right. So let's say I go to Google, I do a search for this. So what you can do here is you can, see some of the websites who are in the same field as yours, who offer the service as yours, the same as yours, and then you check. So let's say this website, okay? So this is basically your competitors. You might don't want to check all these because these are, the sites that aggregates the top 10, right? The top 10 luxury fashion designers, find the top 10. So check only those that are in the same field as yours, like this one. So you check this website. So you see, right, what they do. So this is their homepage. They write about they show their they show their products. So it's most likely like an e-commerce. And then you can see all these are divided into categories of of the clothings and the styles like that. And you can see, right, you can see all these. So maybe if you open one more, and maybe I can show you more examples. I don't think this may be a good keyword for you, I'm not sure. Because it seems to bring up e-commerce website here. You see, so this is a website that do a different designing stuff. So again, this looks like an e-commerce to me. Let me check. Again, right, you can see, this is again website selling clothes, right, selling clothings. So maybe this might not be the keyword that is relevant to yours, because you can see all these are coming up as website that kind of sell like products, sell clothings for this. So if you optimize for this keyword, you have to be something like this, like you have to sell clothing stuff like this. Although maybe fashion design service, I'm not sure. Jaipur, is that what you might need? Fashion designer. Let me see what else. This site is taking too long. So this is more or less like shop selling clothes. Fashion designer in Jaipur. Is there any website that offers services? What is this? Okay, so this seems to be something like your website. So this is like an independent designer that offers all these as service. So again, right, you can see, so this is the website, and what this guy or girl has done is, first he or she is, displaying all their work, which obviously is not completed yet. So you have to show your customers the work that you do, the work, right? So you can check the portfolios, you can check all the service, right, all this. So this is like an example of site, right? You have to optimize each page for the keyword. So this page that is ranking for fashion designer obviously is not the best example here, because it has very little content. As you can see, you have to write content for this keyword, right? And you have to make sure that you uh, make all these pages that are targeting your keywords. So yeah, Amit says, initially, I do not want to sell product. Rather, I'm looking to provide services like blouses, stitching, designing, etc. Yeah, still, you have to first find the keywords that that are valuable for your website, and then you create pages for those keywords, optimize those pages, and then that's it. And then start kind of try improving upon it. Um, like SkillUp says, I like better go through the some of the beginners videos and you will understand more. Amit says, I did not find any website which is working on an idea like me. Yeah, I mean it doesn't seem so, because most of the sites seems to be selling products. But can you still rank for just providing service? Definitely, you can do that if you write good enough content for sure. So you have to find keywords for your site first, and then start writing, creating pages for them. Like fashion designer, Jaipur may be a good one. I'm not sure. You might find a better keyword. Um, yeah. Norris says, gotta go. Thanks. No problem, Norris. Uh, thanks for joining as well. I mean, you can still do whatever you do, right? Like if you want to rank for your service, then just create pages for your service. I mean, I don't know how much you have understood what I said, but definitely go through some of the SEO basic courses. You will understand more for sure. Um, but if you have any more specific questions, like how many links, not how many links, but let's say like I don't know any specific questions, you can let me know. Can you do some keyword research now in front of me? Uh, I can, but I actually do have a video on keyword research. I think that's a better video, like because this live show I'm more into like asking questions. I do have a very good tutorial, like quite a full one, I think, on keyword research. You can search on it. Maybe if I so if you go to youtube.com, you can go to like Tech Jackie keyword research. So how to do keyword research for local SEO. You see, I do have a video there. How to do keyword research for SEO. Again, I do have there. You can also watch other videos. These two videos can be a good ones for you, and then you can watch this afterwards. Uh, Definitely it will help. You said you have checked my videos and worked accordingly. Oh, that's great. If you have checked them, then if you have any questions regarding my videos or what you didn't understand, you can ask me. That would be a better help, that I can help you now. So, did you watched it? I think maybe a couple of days back. Now, if you have any questions specifically, let's say how to look for easy keyword or what are the things that easy keywords are like, then that's good. Skillups asks, what's your best and worst client experience? I'm asking because recently I have and intense debate with my client's developer. He was such a stupid, he messed up the whole site structure in SEO. Oh, so my worst client experience would be, uh, it's not actually from SEO, but it's from web design, because the thing here is, many of the web design people or customers who came, they just want the website to be just like a drawing, like a Photoshop, right? So they want each and every element to be, perfectly just like a Photoshop, just like drawing, etc., etc. So they want everything to be perfect, right? Like, let's say the line, the the alignment of everything should be 100% perfect, and even the font size, even like 18 pixel and 19 pixel can still make a difference for them. So that's a big headache, man. Like, many of the, some of the, not many, but a few clients, they would be like, can you please increase the font size to 18, from 18 to 19? And then after that, after 2 days, he or she would come back and say, can you just decrease it back to 18? I mean, this type of clients are, very hard to deal with. They like to pick you on each and everything, and each and every small detail that you could ever think of, and then they'll just change it back and forth like that. And that's the most uh headache thing that I've ever dealt with. So far, only a few, only a few of them are like this, and I actually have a backup plan for these kinds. So for this kind of clients, so I give like a very strict number of edits, number of changes that you can make, and stuff like that, to kind of limit them from doing stuff like this. So yeah, this is like my biggest nightmare is people who are just asking for each and every small detail that you could ever think of, and they will hardly make any difference at all on the website. Like, hardly anyone's gonna notice, if you have a font size of 18 or 19, but still, you still have to do it. Uh, Amit says, and found out some keywords which I have optimized in my service page, like blouse and cutting it. Okay, like, Amit, like, if you already did keyword research, you should have a list of keywords you want to optimize, right? And then you can, if you already found some of the keywords, then you can maybe give you an example. Then might have a look. I think you're confusing yourself and you're confusing me. I'm not sure. Skillup says impractical demands of client is headache. Yeah, definitely. That's the biggest hurdles. Amit asks, is there any video uploaded by you on your channel where you have ranked the client on services only? No, I don't actually show my client website anyway on the video, except for one client, which is now not mine anymore. But it's just for kind of demonstrations, and we didn't even finish off the work, so it's not even ranking properly now. Uh, but for that series, for that videos, is not, it's not entirely like fully focused on the basics, so I'd still kind of suggest you to go through the basics anyway, the basics proper of how to do SEO. There are like many videos, man, like hundreds of videos out there on YouTube. For sure you should be able to find one that's suitable for you. When people are pumping in videos for free, content for free now for SEO, so I'm pretty sure you, or if you don't, if you kind of get lost in the videos, then my suggestion is to go to Udemy or Skillshare, and then buy an SEO course. It's very affordable, like just $10 on Udemy. You can get a very, very good SEO course there that will teach you everything right from the basics to a little bit intermediate, and each and every lessons will be organized in a very structured manner that you can easily follow along. They'll also give you some homeworks and some practices that you can definitely do to on your website, and you can definitely ask the questions from the instructors as well. I suggest you to maybe buy a course. That would be a better option, because I'm sure you might have got confused with all the informations out there. So a better option would be buy $10 Udemy course that will help you follow understand everything in a very structured manner. Or maybe go to, or maybe visit Skillab's house or his place, and probably pay him some tuition fees and let him teach you. That might be a better option. Or but since there's a pandemic happening right now, maybe you kind of have to stay a little bit, have a a social distancing there and wear mask, but that might be a better option. You can help him, man, for sure. Just wear mask and have a little bit of social distancing. Amit says here there, these are my keywords: fashion designer in Jaipur, Jaipur designer boutiques in Jaipur. Okay, so these are your keywords, and what are the specific questions that you'd like me to ask, that you'd like me to help you with these keywords? Like, what do you want to know about these keywords? So okay, you might have done some keyword research. Now these are your keywords. So what else? Now what else do you need me to help? Like, please be a little bit more specific so I can help you with that. And any of you who are watching right now, like there are 5 people, and now I'm kind of talking with Amit and Skillef. If any of you other have questions, let me know in the chat so you don't miss out. I'm gonna be here for another 10 minutes or so I can help answer your questions. Or maybe better, Amit, what you can do here is you can start working on your keywords that you provided me here, and maybe in a week, in the next live show, you can let me have a look at your site again. I can point out that might be a better option. Like, you start working on one page or one keyword based on your understanding, and then next week I can have a quick look at your site like this, and I can point out the mistakes that you've done for your website, because right now your website doesn't have anything, so I can't tell you anything. These I have optimized in service page. Which page, my friend? Can you let me know which page? I'm trying to understand what you're trying to achieve. Uh oh, Sylvester. Hi there, my friend. By the way, I think you just subscribed to the channel. Thank you for that. I just got an email notification for that. Check my website and you'll find many keywords I optimized. I already checked your website, my friend, but I couldn't find any page that you have optimized for. If you meant by writing only those 50 words, that will not be optimized, my friend. That doesn't is not called as optimization. Harjot says, "Hola Jackie, just flying by." Bye. So that's a very quick visit. Skillep says you deserve 100K subs. Oh, thank you, my friend. Hopefully, one day. I mean, I'm not in a rush anyway, so let's see how far we can go. I mean, right now I do have about 609 subscribers, I think. Yep, 609 subscribers. So a little bit less, but doesn't matter anyway. I'm just killing off my time here coming on live show like this. Amit says, sure, thanks. Yeah, that's a good thing. So you go and start working on those keywords, and maybe next week you can come back on the live show and let me know the page. I can point out for you, because right now, we don't seem to know what direction we are going, so it will be difficult for me and for you to understand. Any questions, any of you guys? I'm gonna be here for another 5 or 10 more minutes, then it will be over for the day. Any specific questions that you'd like to know that any of you have, and or any of you are wondering with SEO, then let me know in the chat. We do have 5 people who are watching, so but I'm talking to 2 people here. Uh, so if any of you have questions, feel free to ask. Amit asks, is it possible for you to go on a one-on-one basis? Yeah, for sure, Amit. I can definitely go. Like, I do have an SEO coaching program or consultations. You can call like that both. So I offer like a one-on-one training, like or consultations. But I'm not sure if you'll be able to afford it, because you said you're in a very tight situations with your finance at the moment. But I do have it. So again, but again, in the session, I still don't recommend you to go for it, because it is very like, I mean, I will not go through the basics for you, right? So it will be a wasted of time for you and for me as well. So first, what I recommend you is go through some of the basics, understand a little bit, and if you're ready for the sessions, you can come back to me and you can let me know, and I can go for and we can go for like a one-on-one coaching basis for that, or consultation, whatever you want to call it. I do have it. You can check out my website. I do have it. Skilla says people making videos how to make $1,000 from the first month get hundreds of thousands of views, while actual SEO like you get very low views. Yep, I hide in the shadows, because I'm not looking for extra attentions. If more people are watching my content, then more of the people are getting successful, right? So definitely, like, so yeah, I mean, I do want people to get successful, but again, if too many people get successful, then I'm gonna have more competitor, right? So maybe it's a good way going like this, not sure. Oh yeah, Amit, you're also in the Facebook group, right? In my Facebook group, you can ask questions there as well. I'm not sure if you're in there or not. I do have a free Facebook group. The link is in the description of this video. You can check it out. uh you can join my course, ask me questions there, post in the group. Maybe Skillev can help you answer it as well. He's also in the group, and some of the other people can also help answer. It's not a big group or anything. We only have about 100 something members. I think 125 members, I think maybe 130. Or a better option is like what I just discussed with you last week, that is join some other SEO groups. There are lots of SEO groups out there on Facebook, and people are willing to help you out for sure. We have like SEO Signals Lab and all those groups. Definitely, you can join those. They will be able to help you out more. I mean, ask how to select a profitable niche. Uh, are you asking for your friend or are you asking for yourself? Because I thought you were focusing on your fashion designing website and now you're changing your niche, or what? Don't think about this, my friend. Don't confuse yourself. You're gonna confuse yourself more by asking more questions. Just stick to the basics right now. That is the most important thing for you. And then Don't ask any of these questions now. And SkillUp says every niche is profitable. Yep, for sure. Every niche is profitable. It depends on how good you are. But definitely, the more profitable is, the more competition it will have. It will be. But again, Norris says, "I'm back. Welcome, Norris. I'm about to go. I'm about to finish off this as well. If you have any quick questions, you can let me know quickly before I leave. Today we're kind of dealing with Amit problems, so might not be that interesting, but yeah, we are here to help out each and every one. So definitely, um, it's fine. Asking basics question in the live stream like this, not a big deal at all. Norris says no questions for me. Oh, okay, no issues for that. You can definitely ask me in the Discord, ask me in the Facebook group, or anything right after this. Norris says his problems were interesting, so it was good. Whoa, which one of his problems are interesting, my friend? Because his problems seem to be only the basics. So if you find his problem interesting, then you might be struggling with the basics right now, which is not a good sign, my friend. Better clear up your basic questions first before you actually approach bigger thing of your SEO, because you don't want to get the basics in your way for a very long time. Amit says, "Thank you, bro, for taking my questions." You're welcome, Amit. Um, I could help you more. I could have helped you more if you be more specific. So yeah. Norris says, just overall, it's fun to see other people's issues. Okay, that's good to hear. At least, if any of you have any of the basic questions, do let me know as well. I can help clarify for that. Don't let yourself stuck with all the basics questions, and don't get lost in the pool of informations. Don't jump from one question to another and until you actually forgot the basics. Stick to the basics. Those are the most important thing. I'll chase you whenever I need your help, Amit says. Okay, for sure you can do that, but I'll not be available every time. So like I said, join Facebook groups. They're like gold mine for SEO. You can find lots and lots of good people there that are willing to help you out for sure. Otherwise you can catch up with me like this in the SEO live show, but you only have like an hour or something. So okay, I think that's all for today. We don't seem to have much questions except from Amit with his basics questions, which are fine. No, not a big deal at all. Anyway, Amit, I hope the my answers are helping you more and more, getting closer towards understanding your SEO. And although I'm not also quite sure what I was talking, because I was also a little bit confused with your questions, as you are confused with your question as well. But hopefully you're getting the right idea now where to approach, how to approach it. All right, so final, do you have any questions? Any of you, final questions? Quickly fire it up. Otherwise, I'm gonna end the stream now. Any questions? Any questions? Quick questions? Any of you? Okay, I don't think there are any questions now. All right, so thank you everyone for joining this live show, and I'll see you in the next week stream at 9:30 a.m. EST time zone. Uh, Bye and have a good day. Happy rankings, all of you guys.